Hello, this is Falterfire, and today's video is going to be a Paladin Quickplay. Just want to do a fairly straightforward run. Paladin Quickplay. Let's go to the market. We have one of everything. No max mana, unfortunately, but we do have a free reroll. We have an extra card reward when we start the run. And we have extra max shield, which for Paladin is pretty nice. And here we go. Start by taking some cards. So we already have a blinding shield in the deck. This is what the Paladin starting deck looks like. I don't think I want the Reclamation. I don't think I like the Voltaic Assault. The blinding shield seems okay. I will probably end up cutting it. One galvanized blade seems good. And I actually do kind of like having a second shield stratagem. I think we do not need 2 blinding shields. And I also don't know that we need a slash. Yeah, I think we should be good without that. Starting purity is great. Love to see it. It is now only 2 instead of 3 on this patch, but it's still pretty good. Evasion is less good on Paladin than it would be on other characters, but it's still not bad. I like starting here, and we'll go through this Raid War bot, because this gives us a shot, a 50-50 shot at Arcane Aegis, and I would love to pick up an Arcane Aegis. That would be a pretty solid pickup. So we are going to explode. And unfortunately, even though we're going to full block this, it wasn't an actual hit, so we don't get the bonus. All right, start by getting that set up. Let's do some damage. It's a little bit unfortunate of mana setup here, but bonk. See what we can find. Yeah, we definitely need more mana. Arcane Aegis is great. Love to have it. It's going to do good work for us, I think. So, Galvanized Blade is a potentially very powerful card, but it is also a card that can be a bit tricky to use effectively for a few reasons. The most obvious being that you want to hit 0 mana after playing it, and then you want to get your mana back so you can actually play the thing that it generates, which isn't always the easiest thing to pull off. Oh, I'm going to want to put treasures in my deck first. Alright. We still have a stack left of supercharge, so we will do... That's actually pretty nice. Good way to spend it. Alright. Oh, I should be clear, I am on version 5.102 here, which is another release candidate. We aren't quite to live yet, but we are very much in the... Hopefully this is... Every patch at this point is hopefully the last patch, and before live. Right, so that's going to generate shock. Unfortunately, we don't quite have enough mana here to get this kill. Sure, I'll shock again, because I can. So one of the fun things about Paladin, though, is that you get these charge ups, and so you can hit 5 energy and use that to get your damage out. Okay. Infected Focus is not good mana, but we just kind of need mana. Evasion is actually sometimes awkward for Paladin. Arcane Wand is okay. It's not doing a ton with the cards we have, but it does give us a reason to pick up that one card that is dropped from the fight that's coming up. Gives us a reason to pick up Relentless Assault. Alright, is actually going to work out. We can go whomp whomp. And then get a kill. We may end up getting the electrolyze. It's a little bit awkward. Here we go. This should get us this kill. Mighty Punch is also very good as a punch, as a way to get damage out, but it has the downside of being obviously very the costed shield hurts. I think we'll actually take this Rites of Winter. We need the mana base to support it, which we don't have yet, but if we can get there, it could do some lovely things for us. Get some energy set up. Now we'll get us to a supercharge if we want it. Do we want it? This turn? Sure. Alright. Let's shock you, because this might get us a kill, or get us close. And that'll apply a shock. And we will just stay in supercharge for this turn. Alright. We do actually get to supercharge again. Unfortunately, we do not have what we need in order to actually get a kill out, which was that we needed to find shield stratagem on the previous turn. But never mind that, we were able to get a win, and Relentless Assault seems very good considering. I think Electrocute is kind of a bit underwhelming here. Block is also not great. I guess we have a decent amount of other shield generating cards. So we'll cut that first. I think the Electrocute's a little bit better. We do really want the Shocking Grasp though. We'll probably cut the Electrocute when we pick, because we can force the Shocking Grasp. So we probably will, I think. Right, we're just going to play that. Supercharging seemed like a potentially bad idea. Okay, now we'll supercharge. I should have done this first if I'm going to do it. And then I think we just have to do this because it's just worth so much damage that we can't not. So we have a reroll. We have an extra reroll, which means that we can afford to force out stuff here, and then we're going to actually do that because we want to actually get the shield. Okay. I think we're going to do that for value. Get to dodge the debuff, which is nice. Alright, that's not mana. But we can't play two things otherwise, so we may as well hope that we get... Alright, that's actually pretty nice. We can go... Oh, that's not quite going to get us a shock, unfortunately. Should have done this first. So I do that. I'm committing myself to not playing the Galvanized Blade. But we're so close to this kill that I kind of just want to do that. Now, yeah, that'll work. Goodbye. Thank you for playing. Okay, so we are absolutely going to force this mana font. Absolutely going to take the Duplicitome, because it's Duplicitome. So as far as upgrades go, so we're going to cut the Electrocute, because we're going to force the Shocking Grasp here in a moment. We want to upgrade our mana. And I think that means the focuses. The nice thing about Quickplay is we will eventually get a lot of upgrades. Galvanized Blade Plus is also very, very good. Even if it doesn't... It's going to be awkward for us to use right now, though, so I think we may save that upgrade. But Galvanized Blade Plus is going to let us potentially tear through stuff pretty quick. It's possible I should have taken it for this upcoming boss fight. We're going to go ahead and duplicate. It's a little bit... Feels a little bit silly, but... I think we do want to do that. We are saving at least one of them for this. So we wanted to get that out while we had the bonus damage. Let's go ahead and get. So we don't get shocked because we have Purity. Alright, so this is actually going to work out nicely. We can Galvanize Blade into focus. The Rites of Winter can also go, I think. It's going to be a little too awkward. I doubt we will ever have the mana base to support it, but I could be wrong on that. There goes that. It works there. And hey, we didn't even have to spend a reroll on it. There's the Shocking Grasp. Reinforced Pauldron is usually not very good, but the Warbot's not any better. Yeah, we'll walk in safely. We will remove, I think, the Rites of Winter. Like I said, I think it's just a difficult card to play. And I don't know if we're going to have to force a reroll. So we absolutely are doing that. Which is conveniently going to generate us value. Yeah, I think we're going to supercharge. I hope that we find... I guess that's something. It's not really what I was looking for, but it's something. We do get to block both of those incoming poisons, which is very, very nice. It's also very nice. Alright. 1 down, 2 to go. Let's... Alright. I think we want to play the Galvanized Blade. See what we find. I think it's worth doing this because, okay, we were really hoping we could find mana there. No such luck. That's still going to do quite a lot of damage for us. Ugh, that healing is obnoxious. I think we're duplication toming because that lets us draw a bunch of cards. Which in turn will force this kill. And we can guarantee that we will be able to supercharge again, which is nice. Yeah, I think we want to get that up before we supercharge. Because the next card we draw is going to loop the deck. Okay. That's good. We're going to be able to supercharge again. And the only health we lost was to the shrevels that we played, desperately digging for stuff that would help. Okay. Elemental Complex isn't the worst card, but I'm not certain it's the card we want. And if we re-roll, we're guaranteed to be offered Depraved Designs, which I'm totally fine taking. Okay, so Rallying Command, we could take on Speculation. Scramble is okay, but I don't love it when we already have a Shocking Grasp. I think we take the Depraved Design, because it is very, very good. And then we are taking Extra Wits upgrading the Depraved Design, because that's just a very good upgrade. Or upgrading Shocking Grasp, because that is a very important upgrade, because it's just makes that card substantially better. I don't think we're cutting anything here. I think that we actually do like the cards that we have available to us. No, that's a lie. I'm going to cut one of the Shield Stratagems. I don't love having two of them. Alright, and you're playing Paladin. You go after this guy, and you take, you Force Pulverize. It's... But to do that, we have to give up the Shocking Focus and the Chimera Form. Oof, that's a tough choice. Especially going into Emerald. So we're not fighting this jerk. There's no point. This fight is way too dangerous with too little reward. So we have 2 rerolls available to us. We're guaranteed another one, so we have 1 reroll to spare in this area. I think we go here and we reroll for the Cornered Focus if we don't get it. I think that's worthwhile. So let's draw a card, see what we're working with. Let's get some shock out, draw some cards. Okay. Alright, getting to the number we want is going to be a little bit tricky here. So I think we're actually going to do this. And we're going to Galvanize Blade for lots of damage. And pass the turn. Okay. Supercharge. Bonk. This will shock, which means that that should be lethal. Boom. Haha, Paladin. Go burr. Yeah, probably the strongest aspect of Paladin is the ability to kind of turn on a dime and just rapidly go from being in a position where you are not doing that much to a position where you are doing quite a lot. Sorry, go from a position where you can turn a very small number of damaging cards into a very large amount of damage thanks to the supercharge. And also, as you're about to see, you just always have damage in your pocket. Which it turns out very convenient. And that status bonus is no joke. Alright. Yeah, Paladin is very, very, very good. I like Paladin a lot. Mystic Ritual is very, very good. I like Mystic Ritual a lot. Starting tough is great. That lets us cut the other shield stratagem. Look at this Joker. This Joker thinks that it's going to be a threat to me. Alright, that's... I forgot for a second that we have that starting tough, so... we didn't get as much value out of that as I would have liked. Okay. Let's draw all our cards, see what we've got to work with, and then supercharge. This is an expensive Shocking Grasp, but I think it was worth it. So I would like to Galvanize Blade, but we can't actually, because even though the thing it creates will be cheap enough, we wouldn't then be able to, we would then fall out of Supercharge and wouldn't be able to play it. So we're just going to play that. Which is going to do plenty of damage. And then we're going to block everything, which is going to get us a charge up. Yeah, Paladin can have some pretty dramatic turn ones, and you kind of trade the extremely powerful openers that K'Tan gets for not dying horribly in exchange, you're just not horribly dead if you don't draw into something amazing, which it seems like a good trade-off to me. All right, yeah, get. Actually, this is even more damage. We'll just do that then. Boop. Our buggy friend here is going to try and get evasion this turn. And it is not going to work. There's no evasion for you, my friend. You are going to be dead. Bite. Overthink is also good. Gather all of them? Sure. Can't evade or deal critical hits, and we take a lot less damage. Sure. I mean, Lucky Die is very good, though. This is a tough choice. We'll just take the Lucky Die. Especially with the depraved designs. I think it makes a lot of sense to have that. Alright. We're going to draw some cards. Alright, Focus Plus. Quick Start. Pop off your... And then I think we are going to Duplicitome the Double Slash and a Charge Up. And we're going to charge up in a big way. And then Supercharge. Look at all that shot coming out. It's beautiful. And we're going to do a bunch of damage. It's also going to be beautiful. Whomp. Again, that was turn 1. We only did 200 damage, but we still have 24 shield, and we didn't have to, like... Paladin is so good. I love Paladin so much. I'm sorry, Kitan. I'm betraying you, but... I'm betraying you for a giant robot. I hope you can understand. Alright. I knew I was drawing all of those. But... yeah. Alright. This is a kind of awkward hand. So I'm going to start by blowing up one of those powerful stacks. I'm going to draw some cards. I'm going to draw more cards. And it's Galvanic Blade time again. Oh, would you look at the time? It's murder o'clock. Chimagonform is very, very good. I like having it. Super Beam is also not bad at all. But Chimagonform gives us a way to reapply Tough if we need it. Which, now that we have the Tough rune, that becomes less valuable. Maybe it is Super Beam. Nah, it's Chimagonform. Okay, Battle Axe is probably the pickup. No, it might actually be Purifying Shard because that turns on, that makes the Mystic Ritual a lot better. And for upgrades, we have a lot of very good upgrades. I think we're going to finally take the Galvanic Blade Plus. And then I think we're going to take Mana Font Plus. But that was not an easy choice. I suppose technically Overthink Plus is a better upgrade than Mana Font Plus. I think we do not need the Shell Stratagem anymore. Let's blow up your critical. You don't need it anymore. Right, we have Supercharged, but I don't really want to burn that with no cards in hand. Yeah, let's draw a bunch of cards. I played the wrong card. I meant to play this. That's unfortunate. going to open with this because I want to get this out. And now we supercharge. Step 1, draw some cards. Step 2, they have a very shocking day. Step 3 is murder. Bye. And then I think we play this for the shield, or sorry, not for the shield, for the weak, and to pull us out of supercharge. And we can afford to draw more cards. Just play that to get it out, and then next turn we can finish the kill. No reason to rush. Bye. Problem solved. I don't love any of this. I don't hate against the odds. Gives us another shield option. I do kind of hate corrupted roots. I don't think deploy turret is where we're at. Deploy turret. The turrets need a lot of babying to work, and we're gonna ambush them. Yeah, this jerk's gonna die. Will not know. One day will not know what hit him. Cards. Okay, I would ideally like a little bit more energy because I would like to be able to sequence things a bit different, but I think this is still fine. No, we do want those extra cards, I think. One. You big dummy. You never should have come here, now you're gonna pay. Let's get card draw for next turn. Oh, I should have played the... I wasn't paying enough attention. Wow, nice 10 shield you got there. Really makes up for all the damage you took. Okay. Look at that, baby. We can actually afford to draw these cards. Because, like, we explode, but it's fine. We don't care. Plenty of energy, so we're setting up for next turn. Let's just go ahead and get some shock out. Okay. We are unfortunately going to now be poisoned. We don't have any cleanse, but I think we can work our way through this. Supercharge. We can actually start with this. See, I do want to drop out of Supercharge before we play this, because I do actually want the steal from that. Poppity pop. You need a lot of shield, and we can pop off your bladed. We are going to take some damage here, just a little bit, because of all that poison we had. Take one damage here. Which I think we can work with. Unfortunately, that's not quite going to trip the thing. Let's see what we draw. Okay, so if we play this, we will draw mana, which is the important thing. We do kind of really want to clear up hand space though. So I think what we're actually going to do is play that and then pitch those to go get that mana. Alright. And then we will draw a whole bunch more cards with our remaining mana. Because we can. We do kind of need more shield. Alright. So yeah, this fight is unfortunately has ruined our perfect, unassailable record. But counterpoint, we didn't exactly struggle. Alright, Glorious Charge is Powerful 4, Mighty 2, Purity 2. If you have no shield, that seems unlikely to pay off, I think. Because we are unlikely to have no shield. I'm really fine with spending a okay. This is fine. But I want Super Beam. We're gonna Super Beam. Because it's Super Beam. You know, it's Super Beam. Which is the card that you play, and it's once you've played it, you've played Super Beam. You understand. We're actually gonna pitch those. I think I do want the extra from that. See what else we can draw. So the trick here is that Super Beam does cost you all of your supercharge, all of your energy. Even if you are... Alright, so is there... Odds of drawing mana are very low. So we're just going to Super Beam and be happy with it. Because, yeah, that was a Super Beam. I feel like my explanation has been simultaneously completely unclear and, if I'm being honest, should be sufficient. And you saw what I just did, right? My Super Beam. This jerk is going to be a jerk, but I think we can work around that. You want to draw all these cards first before we get into Supercharge. Alright, so that's going to almost but not quite get me this kill, which is unfortunate. Going to apply some shock, and we will go ahead and drop out Supercharge. We may want to copy this. Just feels kind of awkward. Let's just Super Beam that jerk out of existence. Copy it like that. We can't get what we want out, but we at least get to get rid of one of those plated stacks. Okay, we just do not have the mana still. a good thing we're going for that thing next turn. Or the shocking focus, because we do need it. Okay. There we go. Now we're in good shape. Boom. Deleted. We have Dupletome and Spyglass. You know what? We don't need that after all. Well, is that the worst thing we have? Yeah, I think it's the worst thing we have. Alright, so this fight can pose a risk because we only have the 2 purities, so we're risking taking some number of whatever hits, which is always annoying. We're going to actually start with... No, there's no reason to start with that. We're just going to go like this, which is not going to use the shield that we want, but we are going to perfect block this, which is kind of nice. And we're really hoping that we find mana here, because we are drawing a bunch of cards. And we did. Done. All right. So we don't have any access to shield yet, but you're getting a lot of damage out. So that's guaranteed to draw us mana. We just don't know how much. We can pitch all of those. I think, weirdly enough, this is the card that I am copying. The advantage is we still have that shield gone, so even though you know we have so much fatigue, I still thought it was worth it to take advantage of this window. There's all the powerful stacks. That was what, turn 2, I think, something like that. And yeah, we can just do this, which is pretty nice. More plated coming up, but I think we just have to end turn. Well, that math works out pretty spectacularly. Just in every way. Look at this. Boom. No, Emerald Dragon. I am the Shock Master. I will take the dragon form, thank you. Oh man, and Tormenting Gloves. Just Christmas. Dragon form plus. Absolutely I will. I think we want the Arcane Aegis plus. Makes that a little bit more reliable. And I think the Treasure Hunt can go. Alright, so first of all, we are fighting Maw, so we ideally want to fight Protector to get that cleanse. We want to fight Marsh Elemental if we can. But it doesn't look like that's an option. Okay, so we can fight Marsh Elementals here. After, so we get... It will be difficult to force that with the rerolls, but... so we don't really care about Dead of Night. I mean, Dead of Night's not bad. I think we go here, though, for the Hunter's Focus, which we're fine rerolling for, and that also lets us dodge this stupid fight, because screw Bog Golems. Okay, we can supercharge. We're gonna supercharge. It's just a matter of what else we wanted to do first. Oh, right, we have Tormenting Gloves. I was like, then I'm gonna be at 0 mana, but I am not going to be at 0 mana because Tormenting Gloves. I think we're going to go ahead and do that. Get it out of the hand. And then let's thoroughly blow up you. More mana. It does make our focuses a lot harder to set off, but worth it. Just, so fair. I can't get over how fair everything I'm doing is. Yeah, sure, let's Dragonform again. Why not? Why not? You know what? Screw it. You can get more shock. You can get weak. We'll find a way to kill you later. It's fine. We don't need to kill you now. We're in no rush. Sure. Pie. Yeah, we'll burn that for this. Loot the cash. Bonus value. Yes, please. Do you guys like applying shock? I like applying shock. I don't think these guys are a huge fan of us applying this much shock, but they don't get a say. They do not get a say, they do not get a vote. How about you go boom? Alright. That'll get us so much mana. More shield. And then... oh man, we can just say screw it and supercharge. A reminder, that was turn 1. Okay. Like I haven't even used Duplatome in several of the last fights because I just have been cheating so hard that I didn't need it. Which is pretty great. You love to see it, folks. Goodbye. Although, this seems like a good time to do it. Bye. None of this is any good. I guess we take Frantic Onslaught and plan to cut it. It does do a pretty good amount of damage. This guy's a jerk though. Because we can't afford to draw that many cards against it. Because we run the risk of tripping the opportunist. But we are now out from under the opportunist turn. Which means we can afford to draw some cards. So we want to play this while we are supercharged. I'm going to play this while we're supercharged. We're going to be taking advantage of that extra status. This will actually do a pretty good amount of damage. Actually, yes, I'm fine with that. Because I'm just going to draw those and not care. And then I'm going to close out by super beaming. And then hitting for a bunch of damage. Yeah, that was a nice, powerful you set up there. It's a shame that something happened to it. Bite. Turn on dragon form. I mean, we may as well. We only have 2 energy. And then we are conveniently going to get to finish off this kill the turn before it flips into the super danger mode, which is nice. And yeah. Alright. Supercharge. Let's do that because the weak is valuable to us. Oh right, we get... I had almost forgotten about everything else that was going our way and how we are just winning the most forever. Alright. Ossifying Strike is amazing. We will take it. We're going to reroll for Hungering Strike here, I think. So this card always is going to trip this jerk, which is very annoying. I think we are going to start with this. In the turn. Alright. I can afford to draw 2 more. And now let's see. I'm kind of tempted to duplicatome this, but we don't have the mana to support it. We've already got enough mana to play out everything in our hand. Without really having much left over, so you're going to take 2 more damage. Oh no. Yeah, we'll see what else we can find. And then Super Beam. Hungering Focus. More spell damage, you say? Don't mind if I do. I say that, but I don't actually think we have that many spells. We're cutting the Frantic Onslaught. I don't love it, so maybe I shouldn't have taken that. I don't think it'll matter. I think we are winning. We aren't completely safe. We don't have great ways to deal with Moss specifically, but at the same time, it's just so hard to imagine things going poorly when we have this much nonsense happening. And we slide around a little bit when they do things right now. That is unfortunately, yeah, the way that so we're going to play this first. And then I'm going to draw some cards. I want to get this out, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it, basically. That'll work. And we may as well get some damage out while we're here. We explode slightly, but we have the tools we need for it to not be too bad. Let's see what we can find. I don't even know why I kept that one. It's not the most useful thing for us. Mostly we just needed that shield. Bonk. Let's see what we can call. Okay. Let's... Oh, but Dupletome would take me out of supercharge mode. Don't super want to do right now. Oh, should have gotten that out, but I suppose I didn't have the mana. And then next turn, basically anything finishes. All these summons. Alright, so we are now shocked. But... feels difficult to care, doesn't it? Womp. Sure. Get rid of that. Just apply even more shock. Get that set for next turn. Oh no, we took damage. Powerful. Look at this powerful. Sorry, oh no, we took curse. 10 powerful stacks. Gotta be happy with that. Alright, I don't think we want any of that. Can we afford to reroll again? Yes. Sure, none of those are very good. Okay, I don't think we can afford to reroll again. I guess we're taking Horrifying Mutation and immediately cutting it because it doesn't do much for us. As far as upgrades go, Super Beam Plus is I think Relentless Assault Plus makes a lot of sense. And Ossifying Strike Plus makes a lot of sense, just because those are both incredibly good ways to pay off stuff that we have going on. You're not currently supercharged, but look at that value. Alright. Oh, I forgot we got all that extra mana. Let's duplicate those two. Should be able to afford them, I think. And start. Oh, so close to that kill. That's also going to be very close, but not quite that kill. So I guess we're doing this. Whomp. So yeah, that was turn 1. Yeah, we don't need any of those. Bye. Give me some time to supercharge. Whomp. Yeah, we can explode. Don't even care. And I totally have been forgetting that I can doubling Spyglass this dragon form, but that's absolutely about to happen. So if you've been yelling at your screen that I need... This run is so busted that I've had Spyglass dragon form and Spyglass into Duplicitome dragon form and not noticed. And it hasn't mattered. Which... That's a heck of a place to be. Yeah, you're dead. You're gonna be. Yeah, we'll just pass turn. Yeah, sure, sure. Have you considered Super Beam? I think we want Clear Focus. This is funny, but we don't need it at all. We don't need any of this. Do we even need the Super Beam at this point? The Super Beam may actually be bad. We don't actually need it. Get fork. Yeah, let me think. Put that up and then draw cards. Alright, let's start with this, because this will apply shock, which we can then take advantage of with this. Alright, so I am going to take damage again here, but it's not much damage, and in exchange we got to do some pretty amazing setup. I do think I may have to discard cards here. Okay. Step 1 is we're spyglassing that. Step 2 is we're duplitoming. So we do need to make room in our hand for all the copies, all the aftershocks. Give me a second. All right. Bonk, bonk. Alright. We want to get this out so we get the extra powerful. And now seems like an okay time to supercharge. Make space in hand. Yep. There's that fight. I don't even need that. Okay, we have one more fight after this. Let's just take this and then cut it. None of this. This is actually a little bit better just because we don't have any spells. Maybe we'll cut the Mana Blossom. Alright. And then 2 more fights. Let's go. Draw some cards. Alright, this gets us to this. I was laughing, I was thinking like there's no way for us to actually get to the thing that I was going to do to get to 0 wasn't going to work at all, because when I play this, it gives us just so much mana. So does this. I'm not even going to bother waiting to get the other stuff. We're just going to do this. Because there's no point in waiting for Dragon Form when I can already just do that. We will still Spyglass the Dragon Form though. That gets us all this free mana. Which is going to draw us into all of these shrivels. Bompity bump. And 22 damage. There's a kill. And there's the Purging Waters I was hoping to see. Time to burn all of our rests on just getting random bonuses. Alright. Sorry, I am tabbing out to chat, as is pretty common. This is a pretty lame turn 1, but that's fine. Alright. So we can cleanse, but we can't really Alright, let's actually do this first, because we want to make sure that something is shocked before we get Dragon Form out. Let's go to search, and then I'm going to duplicate these two for all the powerful. Alright, and we can start kicking. More powerful, more cards to play. Supercharge. And go ahead and get that out. for the value. And that'll do for the turn. We're going to play this after we we're going to be playing these at least once. Because, yeah. Yeah, 25 by 6, then they get 30 shield. That seems fair to me. And yes, we are now cursed, but somehow I can't bring myself to care. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Oh no, I am cursed. All right. So yeah, that was a Paladin Quickplay run. I will see you guys next time. But I was pretty satisfied with how that run went. It's hard to imagine it going better. And I had so much fun. So I'm going to be recording more Paladin footage for marketing materials, because I can. But that will probably not end up being its own recording, because I'm going to be doing probably start and stop stuff to make stuff. Try and get turns that look good. But yeah, I will see you guys next time for whatever the next video is. Toodles.